Welcome to my video on installing the Plotter post-processing application. I'm here on the GitHub repository page for Plotter post-processing, and Plotter post-processing is essentially a GUI wrapper around vpipe for some of my most used functions and recipes in vpipe for processing SVGs before plotting them. So I am going to show you how to install this and all of the dependencies. I'm going to assume that you have Git installed and know how to use it. So first of all, the backbone of the Plotter post-processing application is vpipe. vpipe is doing all of the hard work here behind the scenes, and it's a command line interface for general Plotter vector graphic manipulation. So let's scroll down and find installation instructions. So vpipe suggests, at least in its current iteration, that we use Python 3.13. Now, it's also compatible with 3.11 and 3.12, but we're going to install 3.13. So if I look up Python, I go to download the latest version, you'll see the latest version is actually 3.14, which is incompatible with vpipe. So we're going to find the latest 3.13. which is 3.13.10. I'm going to scroll down here, find the Windows installer 64-bit. I have a 64-bit Windows machine. Everything I'm doing here is going to be on Windows 11. So if you're on a different operating system, the instructions might be slightly different. I'm going to install this. I'm going to add Python exe to path. I suggest you do the same. I'm going to leave everything else the same and click install now. I close this window here. The next thing we're going to have to do after Python installs, we're going to have to install something called pipx. And pipx is similar to pip, which is installed with Python, but pipx is not installed with Python, and we'll have to install it separately. You see that the setup was successful. I'm going to close that. I'm going to open this link to pipx. Navigate down to installation, and specifically on Windows. Now this says you can install via scoop or pip. I don't know what scoop is, so I'm going to use pip. If I right-click on my desktop, I open up a terminal, I'm going to first say, let's just check and make sure that our Python installation worked. So we'll say Python -- version, and we see that Python 3.13.10 is returned. That means that was installed correctly. So we're going to say, I'm going to use just slightly different wording, but we're going to copy essentially this line. We're going to say Python -m pip install - user pipx. So this is going to install pipx, and it says successfully installed pipx version 1.8.0, but it also has given us this warning. It says the script pipx.exe is installed, and it's in this location, which is not on the path. So since this is not on the path, it's going to be more difficult for us to access. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to say cd. We're going to change the directory to that location. So I don't want to use ls there. Oh well. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this here, this ./pipx.exe ensure path. We're going to paste that in here. We're going to run that. All right. The success, it's been added to the path environment variable. And then it says, otherwise pipx is ready to go. Perfect. That's what we want here. To double check that, we could say pipx -- version. It says it's not recognized. Okay. Now that might just be because we need to open a new command terminal since it's just been installed. So I'll close that terminal, open this one. We'll say pipx -- version, and then we get 1.8.0. That's correct. Okay. Now we have pipx installed. So next we'll go back to vpipe, and this is the installation instructions for vpipe. So if I'm going to copy that and paste it in here, pipx install vpipe all. And this is going to create the environment for vpipe and all of its dependencies to live. So this might take just a second. Another thing I'm going to install after this is I'm going to install something called occult. I look up occult vpipe, go to the GitHub page for it, and this is a plugin for vpipe. This allows you to remove hidden lines. So here's an example. You've got a square drawn over this diagonal line. After running occult, it removes the piece of the line that was behind the square. I find this very useful in most of my designs, so I like to have this installed. Technically, this is optional for the plotter post-processing application to work. You just won't be able to do any of the occluded line removal. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find installation. So installation says if vpipe was installed using pipx, which it looks like it just was, use the following command. So first of all, let's say vpipe -- version and see what we get here. And we see vpipe 1.15.0. And if we go back to vpipe over here, we see that is the latest release. So next we will inject occult. We're going to copy that line. We're going to say pipx inject vpipe occult. And it copies over the $, which we don't want. So let's just delete that. Installing vpipe occult, and it's done. Okay. So to double check that vpipe occult is properly installed, you can say vpipe -- help. And in the plugins, you'll see occult is listed here. And now that we have vpipe and all of the other things installed for that, including occult, we are going to copy the plotter post-processing repository. So we're going to clone this by going to the GitHub page, and we're going to go to code and copy this. And I've just made a demo folder in my C drive. You can put it wherever you want to access it. And I'm going to say open in terminal. And up here, I am going to say git clone. I'm going to paste the link that I copied, and I hit enter. So you'll see in the folder where you copied it that you have the plotter post-processing folder here. Now we are going to actually get onto a specific tag. So I've created a release, version 1.0. You can use whatever the latest version is, or if you want to, you can just use what is here, but this is just the latest, and I will not guarantee that it's not broken. So if we want to switch to version 1.0, we're going to say git checkout tags v1.0, and we're not in the repository. That's because I forgot to change directory. So we're going to say cd plotter post-processing, and we're going to try that again. Git checkout tags v1.0. All right, as you are now in a detached head state, we switch to tags v.10. All right, so this is just the copy of the code at this tag. That's where we want to be. So to launch plotter post-processing, you go to the repository here, you say Python, and you say main application.py. And already we have an error. That's because I forgot to install a module. So we need module lxml, which is used for parsing XML files. So we're just going to say pip install lxml. All right, that's been installed. Let's try running it again. Python main application.py. So this is going to take us to, in this case, the default folder is my downloads folder. And if you go into the code, you can change where your default folder is. But for now, we're just going to open up this SVG I have here. Now, this is what the main page of plotter post-processing looks like. But there's a way to make it look, actually, I think, a little bit nicer. So I'm going to exit this. We're going to say pip install svttk. That's been installed. We're going to launch the main application again. We're going to select that folder, or that file rather, and here it is. So this is the main application from which you can launch kind of several sub-applications. So if we say, if we go to the process application and we show the output here, you'll see that this is our SVG file. So it's working. And this is just, again, a GUIification of some of my favorite vpipe recipes. So I hope that you have found this useful. If you do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. There'll be a link in the description. Thank you.